What if one dream, just a single unsettling nightmare, could map out the next 2,500 years of human history? What if it could predict the rise and fall of the world's most powerful empires right down to the final, unconquerable kingdom? It sounds like science fiction, but this is the incredible story from the book of Daniel. It all starts with Nebuchadnezzar, the most powerful man on earth at the time, the king of the mighty Babylonian Empire. One night he has a dream that shakes him to his core. It's so terrifying and vivid that he wakes up in a cold sweat. But here's the catch: he can't remember the details. He only remembers the intense fear it caused. So he does what any ancient king would do. He summons his wise men, his magicians, astrologers, and sorcerers. He tells them, "I had a dream, and my spirit is troubled to know the dream." But he adds a twisted test. "You have to tell me what I dreamt, asterisk, and asterisk what it means. If you can't, I'll have you all torn limb from limb. If you can, you'll get riches and honor." The wise men are stunned. They protest. No one on earth can do this. Only the gods could, and they don't live among mortals. The king flies into a rage and orders the execution of every wise man in Babylon. This is where a young Israelite captive named Daniel enters the story. He and his friends are part of this group of wise men, and when the guards come for them, Daniel asks for a little time. He promises the king he can reveal the dream and its interpretation. That night, Daniel and his friends pray earnestly to God, asking for mercy and for this mystery to be revealed. And God answers in a vision. God shows Daniel the exact dream that King Nebuchadnezzar had. The next day, Daniel is brought before the king. He starts by saying, "No wise man, enchanter, magician, or diviner can show to the king the mystery he has asked, but there is a God in heaven who reveals mysteries." He makes it clear that this knowledge isn't from him, but from the one true God. Then Daniel describes the dream. "You, O king, were watching, and behold, a great image. This mighty and brilliant statue stood before you, and its appearance was frightening." He describes a colossal statue made of different materials. Its head was made of fine gold. Its chest and arms were silver. Its belly and thighs were bronze. Its legs were iron, and its feet were a strange mixture of iron and baked clay. As the king watched in the dream, a stone that was not cut by human hands suddenly appeared. It flew through the air and struck the statue right on its feet of iron and clay, shattering them. Then the whole statue, the iron, clay, bronze, silver, and gold, crumbled into dust, so fine that the wind just blew it all away without a trace. But the stone that struck the statue grew and grew until it became a massive mountain that filled the entire earth. King Nebuchadnezzar is speechless. That was it. That was the exact dream. Now for the interpretation. Daniel explains that the statue represents a succession of world empires. The head of gold, you, O king, are the king of kings. You are this head of gold. It represents the Babylonian Empire, glorious and powerful. But after you, another kingdom will arise inferior to yours, with chest and arms of silver. This was the Medo-Persian Empire, which would conquer Babylon. Then a third kingdom of bronze will rule over the whole earth. History shows this was Alexander the Great's Greek Empire, which spread its influence with lightning speed. After that comes the fourth kingdom, strong as iron the legs of iron. Just as iron breaks and shatters everything, this kingdom would crush and break all the others. This perfectly describes the Ramong Empire, with its military might and brutal efficiency. And the feet, a mixture of iron and clay, this represents the final form of this worldly power, a divided kingdom. It would be partly strong like iron and partly brittle like clay. They would try to mix and form alliances, but they would never truly hold together, just as iron doesn't mix with clay. Many see this as the fragmented state of nations that followed the fall of Rome, a mix of strength and weakness that continues even to this day. But what about the stone? The stone cut without hands that smashes the statue to pieces and becomes a mountain filling the earth? Daniel reveals the most crucial part of the prophecy. In the time of those kings, the God of heaven will set up a kingdom that will never be destroyed, nor will it be left to another people. It will crush all those kingdoms and bring them to an end, but it will itself endure forever. This stone represents the kingdom of God, brought to earth not by human power, but by divine intervention. It's a kingdom that will ultimately triumph over all human empires and will last for eternity. This is the ultimate hope presented in the dream. The empires of gold, silver, bronze, and iron all rise and fall. They turn to dust, but God's kingdom is everlasting. This incredible prophecy, given over 2,500 years ago, laid out a stunningly accurate roadmap of world history. It's a powerful reminder that while human kingdoms may seem all-powerful for a time, they are temporary. There is a greater plan at work, and a greater king whose reign will have no end. If you found this story as amazing as I do, make sure you don't miss your daily spiritual nourishment. Like, share, and subscribe for more incredible stories from ancient texts that still speak to us today.